Okay, I'm hoping that now I'm live again, but let's find out. There I am. Okay, perfect, perfect. Just had to. No, I don't even feel like killing him. All right. Perfect. Yuck, yuck, yuck. So I, I'm gonna admit I do not know exactly how well this is going to go. I gotta make a quick edit here. Halo Infinite. I'm just gonna save this here. Ta-da! Okay, and I'm probably gonna change the. What the hell is this? All right, so hang tight here, guys. We're gonna launch into Halo Infinite, do some multiplayer. What the hell? Oh, Christmas is not over. Okay, there. Okay, hopefully, hopefully this won't freak out. If it does, I'm gonna have no choice but to turn the model back off. I just don't understand as to why it constantly does that crap, but sure. Let's see. So we're gonna go on. I'm hoping it crashed on me the other night. I was playing with an old friend of ours. If you've watched me on Twitch, sometimes we get collab on Halo games with our good friend DeFlava. He hits me up out of the blue the other night. But he's just like, "Hey, I'm on Halo," so I gamed with him for a while. So hang tight. We're gonna load back in. This might take a hot minute. For those just joining in, welcome. My name is Crazer Cap, formerly of Twitch, now on YouTube primarily. I got tired of all the BS with Twitch, and what ultimately did it for me was the fact that uh, I was playing this very same game, Halo Infinite, and for reasons I can't explain, they basically said, ha, 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 yeah, we are not going to put your stream in the list. So I literally had absolutely no stinking, like, there was no one there. No one was watching me because they didn't have me. Uh, so yeah, shout out to my new sub from earlier. Hope I'm pronouncing this right. Jirel GBRL Trini. I'm not sure how exactly to pronounce that, so I apologize in advance. And oh dear God, we're going to sit here and wait forever for this to load. I do not know why Halo Infinite decides it wants to act this way when I am on PC. This is honestly, this is kind of dumb. So, if you've never played Halo Infinite on PC, there's a known issue for a lot of people where that um, that Halo Industries, formerly 343, just never got around to fixing. Where on the PC version, and you can't see it because my layout is in the way. But essentially, what happens is that there's a progress bar for the files that are loading in, and for whatever reason, the PC version takes for effing ever. I couldn't tell you why. And it's happening again. God damn it. Okay, I'm going to have to hide it, I'm afraid. I don't know what's going on with the PNG Tuber Maker software. I need to find a better one, honestly. Because anytime I get into a game while I'm streaming, usually around this area, obviously, is where my avatar will be, but it just blinks in and out. And I couldn't tell you why. Well, crap. This is going to take literally forever. What a pain in the ass. I sincerely apologize, folks. I did not expect for this to be an issue again. Though I have to admit, there is something I've been toying with the idea for. I do have an Xbox One in the other room, and I do have a USB video capture card. Now I don't know how well it will perform. It's just one that's like a $10 one I found at Walmart. So if I had to guess, it's going to perform like shit. I honestly just need to get a new build, like PC wise. I mean, it's my PC build is okay, but it's just getting to the point like it's an eighth generation. It has an eighth generation Intel Core i series processor, which this year is 7 years old, and just I work in IT for my day job, and unfortunately, well, you guys can't see it, but this progress bar has not moved an inch in the 3-4 minutes that we've been sitting here. Crud. What a pain in the butt. And yes, I know this sounds very Christmassy, but honestly, at this point, I'll take Christmas crap in November over Christmas crap in October or September. Come on, bro. I seriously don't understand why this crap has to happen. Well, now it jumped a little bit. Good God. I honestly really just need to get a new build for my computer. Like, instead of an i5, I need an i7 or an i9 or an AMD equivalent. I mean, like I said, I work in IT for my day job Monday through Friday, and I'm telling people all the time, like, anything 7, 8, 9, 10 years old plus is not worth it. And while I've enjoyed this build for many years now, it's it's just time for a new. It's honestly just time for a brand new build. Something that's got some better parts in it. Well, that might take a little bit of time because I've got other things that I need to tackle. I wonder what an. Okay, let me check CPU benchmarks. I'm kind of curious. Let me just double check. I can't remember if it's an 84 or 8500 specifically. But I can find out. 8400. At 2.8 gigahertz. Oh, what do we got here? What about 8th Gen i9s? Good God. I'm just going to, well, there's only one in there. I'm going to compare this i9 8th Gen. Well, that doesn't help me much. The i9 ain't that much better. Huh. Okay. I apologize. It's taking a while, guys. Halo's being stupid, which does not surprise me at all. Oh, I mean, there's a KF. Honestly, I think it's just time for a brand new build. I should probably visit PC Part Picker and just spec something out. Because about most I could probably do reliably is like older games and or maybe even just, you know, chill and chat type stuff. I suppose, like, while we're at it, we could spec a machine out on PC Part Picker a little bit. This is if you've never heard of PC Part Picker, by the way, it's a great site if you're ever wanting to build your own computer. Very, very thorough, very detailed. There we go. Okay, so this is the basics. So you'll start off here, like you can choose a CPU. It also has a compatibility filter, so that like when you're picking out parts and stuff, you literally can pick parts that if there's an issue that where it might not be fully compatible or something you need to do to make it compatible, it'll straight up tell you like, hey, just FYI. Wow. My God. You know, Ryzen 5 looks pretty decent. So I'll have to go with that. I'm going to jump ahead to the motherboard next. Excuse me. All right. So let's see what we got here. Now, these are all boards that obviously will... What's memory max? I mean, I don't need anything that massive, I guess. Because right now I've got um, what, 64, right? 64 or is it 32? I can't remember. I know it's been so damn long I can't even remember what the hell's wrong with me. I literally should have looked at it when I was on this page earlier. 32. I have 32. Graphics card is 6 gig because it's a 1660 Super. Honestly, I'd like to do better. If I could find one that's at least 12, that would be great. So I can do more for you guys. Honestly, I would rather trust Asus. Asus usually has some pretty good boards. Holy crap. Let's take a look at this guy. So you can actually get a better look at it here. Looks kind of cool. Well, I'd like to see better pictures, so I might just go straight to the Amazon link so I can actually see better stuff. I could just also Google search the model. Let's just do that real quick. Okay. Yeah, I get you, except. Oh, I was literally looking right at it. Okay. So here you go. I probably have to get a separate power supply as well, but okay. Your standard front panel audio. So you got your graphics here. You got an M.2 slot. You got a second M.2 slot here. So third one here. So I could slap some pretty decent storage in here. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with this one. This is now I'm just speccing this out. Obviously, I'm just can't buy it right now because I'm I work in IT, but I'm poor. I am poor. Oh, I just realized. Hold on, I gotta change. I just realized something's not quite right here. Yeah, that's the one. I forgot to switch this. That's not super chat. That's there we go. That's correct now. Silly me. So, and what was that I got? Ryzen 5 7600. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get a case first. Now, I'm going to tell you what, for the case, let's stick with like a more white feel. Okay. And I don't need any, and I'm going to admit, I don't really need anything special. Let me take a look at the first one here, Corsair. Because this one looks like it already comes with a bunch of fans, so. And you got to make sure, folks, just so you know, you've got to make sure. Okay. That you're going to have a case that will. Let me see if I can find. Better pictures of it. That's what I want to see. Here, hang tight. I want to adjust this here a little bit. At least, okay, there we go. Now it doesn't look so much out of place. Okay, I just had to see that better. All right, thank you. Oh, there we go. Need it in white. I just want to see better pictures of it. My computer wants to be a pain in the butt. Okay. 500 ARGB. It is in RTX 50 series ready, looks like. 3 pre-installed 120mm ARGB fans. Okay. I just want to look at it here a little bit. Okay. I do like the way it looks, and I'm going to guess that these are going to be programmable, so that you can change the lighting scheme and such. But so I like what I'm seeing. I'm going to go ahead and add it to the parts list. So this is what I was talking about here, the compatibility warning. Just real quick, let me go see. Yeah, it hasn't moved. It hasn't freaking moved. You know what? I am going to force Halo Infinite to close. I don't think we're going to be getting to Halo tonight, unfortunately. And I sincerely apologize for that. My computer is complete crap. I mean, it does okay, but I wish it would do better. All right. Let's look at the CPU core. I was curious here. No. For those of you just joining us, my name is Crazy Cap. Well, since I'm not going to be gaming anymore, I'll just go ahead and bring back my little avatar. There you go. Now we can tackle this proper. Ta-da! But we were going to do some Halo. We're doing some Borderlands 2 in a collab earlier. And generally our trend has been Our trend has been to do one mission from the main storyline and a couple of side stories. And so we usually get done in like an hour and a half or whatever. I was going to do some Halo Infinite. Unfortunately, my computer, I've come to terms with the fact that it needs to be upgraded badly. Running an 8th generation Intel Core i5, 32 gigs of RAM. I've got a 1 terabyte NVMe in here. Uh, I honestly need a more current machine. I want to see more about this, so let's have a look here. I'm going to pause this for a moment. Excuse me. Sorry. Snacks almost went down the wrong tube. I did not mean for that to happen. Anyway, I'm just kind of looking at. I just wanted to see what this looked like, honestly. Um, how it would look when it's done. Right, and I saw a little bit of it here at the very beginning. So you can kind of see here, it's kind of a holographic. Oh, goodness gracious. Son of a gun. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Ugh. You gotta love it when you have those moments where uh, you're snacking on something and you think it's all good, but then some of it almost goes down the wrong tube. Oh, that's just what happened to me. Excuse me. So I apologize if I hack in your ear. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's have a look see here. No, that's not what I want. Honestly, don't want that either, but if I could find something that's inexpensive but at the same. Ooh. What's this? Oh goodness! Again, I apologize, guys. All right. Don't know if I really want to do that. I do want. Arctic liquid freezer. That's only 2 fans. I'd like something with more than that. Yeah, I apologize, guys. Holy cow. Let's also do this. Let's sort this by rating. Okay, so Deep Cool, Thermalite, Peerless Assassin. I don't need something that's that gargantuan. The Thermalite Frozen Prism. I mean, I suppose that's not terrible. I want to see what it looks like. So let's see what they have for videos. A Frozen Prism. ARGB. I mean, I don't know if this is the exact same one or not. It looks like it. So let's just kind of look at it here. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. All right. Go on. Play the music, please. Thank you. So that's the box. This was actually written. So this video was made about 6 months ago. So okay. Well, this guy had a build with this thing, and it keeps it that cool. Holy cow! So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, we want the Frozen Prism. Because it's not all that expensive, $52.39. So I mean that's pretty decent. So we got the process. So we've added the processor to the list. The liquid cooler, the case, the motherboard. Let's see what we can do for memory. Now we've got 32 in my current build right now. Let's see what I can find. Oh, and this is DDR5. Very nice. So this would give me 32, but I'd like to do better. Oh my goodness. And just what is your problem, little boy? Sorry, my husky walked up. What? Do you have an issue? Do you need a tissue? I'm kidding. I know what you want. You want attention, and then you want you know where. I can tell. So I've got 3 dogs in the house. We've got 2 huskies. One is in here. The other's in the other room, sleeping with my fiance. And then the third dog is a German Shepherd who's in the room with me as well. So they get along very well. I'm getting messages here. I know, dummy. I know. Sorry, I'm talking to my dog. Talking to my husky. He's just getting attention. I know. I know, kid. What's your problem? What is the problem? I can tell they want OUT. All right. I'm going to put you guys on a brief break. When I come back, we're going to continue going through and just setting up a. Just. We're not actually buying any kind of parts right now. We're just basically putting together a list, is all. So sit back, hang tight, enjoy some music. Oh, there we go. We should be good for a bit. Sit back, enjoy some music. I will be right back. All right, sorry about keeping you waiting there. We've got, whoops, just realized we've got huskies in the house, and they like to spend more time outside than they. Anyway, regardless of which, so let's take a look here. I want to try and get. RAM is awfully expensive. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, let's sort it by price here. Yeah, I'm not doing a single, but my God. Okay, maybe not. Well, maybe color isn't necessarily mission critical for this, but I would like, however, so first voltage. Okay, I guess where speed. My God. That's what's going to get me is the RAM. I'm trying to think of. So that's what's going to get me here is the RAM. I'd like at least 64 or better, but if I have to stick with 32 gigabytes, then I guess so be it. Oh, goodness gracious. I suppose if we had black ones on here, it would, I mean, it would be the end of the world. I'm just trying to think of looks a little bit here because I don't want it to look like a jumbled mess of colors. So, though these T-Force Vulcans are probably out. I could get one of these and then get another one later, I suppose. So let's add the Kingston Fury 32 gigabyte stick. So far, our estimated wattage is 215 watts. That's an estimate. Anyway, let's take a look at storage. Now, I know for a fact I've got a 1 terabyte NVMe in my current machine. I can just pull it. Not a big deal. But I want to add storage. And I prefer... Holy crap. Am I seeing this proper? Well, what do you know? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Well, that's a... No, that's an HDD. I just want SSDs. Good God. A Mushkin Gamma 8 terabyte is over $1,000. What the hell are they thinking? That is insanity for anybody to pay. Well, here. There. This is the same brand of SSDs that we use, Silicon Power. For what it's worth, ladies and gentlemen, take it from me, a certified IT pro, Silicon Power is a pretty decent brand to go with. The place I work at, we've been using Silicon Power for the last several years, and it's done very well. We've had a few fail, yeah, that's a given, but I still trust it. Uh, it looks like it's got 4 SATA. All right. Now, I've already got a 1660 Super. That's, I guess, not terrible, but I would like to do better. I have been looking for quite a while at the RTX 3060 Ventus, but I'd like to go a little bit better than that if I can. Let's see what the hell is an XFS GTS. Oh, it's a Radeon. It's an 8 gigabyte video card. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to GPU comparison. Video card comparison. Passmark's a pretty good website to go to. 1660 Super. And then, was it a Radeon RX 580? So I just want to compare the two here. Yikes. The RX 580 is slightly crappier. Okay, so won't be going with you. Oh, sorry. RTX 3060 Ventus. RTX 3060 Ventus. Well, they got a 12 gigabyte, so this should be pretty comparable. So of course the RTX is slightly better. I'm just trying to spec these parts so that not only am I getting a decent machine, but I'm getting a machine that I won't necessarily have to upgrade for a while. You know what I mean? Granted, I may not necessarily be able to buy every part I'd like to. We've got a... Oh, God. Good God. Okay. This is supposedly so... Phantom Gaming OC? What? What the hell does this use? An ARC A770? Never heard of it. Oh, because it's an Intel base. Ugh. It's actually a little... it actually kind of sucks a little bit compared to the RTX 3060. So, no, I wouldn't go with that. Let's have a look-see here. What else we can locate? I mean, ultimately, I'm probably not going to have the kind of money to just drop on a new GPU, so I may wind up sticking with the 1660 Super at least for now. Because it does fairly well enough. It's just that a lot of the lag that you guys are seeing when I'm streaming and gaming at the same time from my PC is from the fact that my CPU constantly hits, 80, 90, 100% while I'm doing those. So obviously I need a better CPU, and we've already got that on the list. I'm just looking at potential options here. So Phantom Rock, yeah, you're not going anywhere near my new case. Thank you. The Zotac Twin Gaming Edge RTX 3060. We literally just looked at that. Let's just look at like 12 gigabytes and better. So RB 50, 3060. This is an Radeon RX 770, 7700. Radeon RX 7700. XT. Right now, my leader is the 3060, but let's see what this Radeon card will do. Okay. Gee, many Christmas almighty. Holy cow. This seems like it's got a bit more oomph. Not to mention the fact that it is, where did I see it? It's a 12 gig, so that's pretty decent. It's got 4 reviews. Let's take a look at what those reviews were. Fans can run loud, runs really well for the most games in the 1440p, even ultra wide, setting up a fan curve. Seems to have prevented the fans from reaching too high a speed at lower temps. GPU doesn't really pass 72 degrees Celsius, rarely 75. On max settings, native 1440p resolution. Unlock 70. Fortnite 100 frames per second. Something for seems to, that sounds pretty decent. Ray tracing and volumetrics. Oh, that's an interesting looking build. It looks kind of, it looks like it's a wooden build almost. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and, well, what ports does it have on there? I can't tell. No, it's, Jesus H. Cripes, holy cow. So let's have a better look at this guy here. It looks decent. Standard 1 HDMI, 3 display port. That's pretty standard for most machines. $289 from Newegg, so it's almost $300. I mean, for the final build, I'm going to go ahead and put that in there, but obviously I'm not going to be able to afford such a card right now. So more than likely, if I had the money to build, I get most of the parts for this, I'll probably be using some of the parts of my current build, like obviously the hard drive, the uh, GPU, and all that. Let's look. Wait, is it? Am I officially out? Oh, for goodness sakes. Well, then we're just going to go back to the beginning of the list. There we go. Sorry about that. Choose a power supply. I'm not generally worried about my monitors. I've got 3 very decent monitors already. So I'd like to go with something a little bit higher in wattage. I think the one I'm running right now is like a 600, 700-ish. I'd like to find one in white to stick with the Good God. Okay. I'm looking to see if there's a decent... Whoops, that's way too much wattage. No, I'm not trusting some brand I've never heard called VTUBER. Screw that nonsense. I want to save a few bucks, but I don't want to buy some total piece of crap. All right. Let's see what Amazon says about if there's any note on the efficiency rating. Cybernetics Gold efficiency, and I've seen these Corsairs before. They're not terrible. It's fully modular. Now, for those who don't know, what it means by modular is it's got these connectors in the back, so like you can attach and detach whatever power cables you actually need. Non-modular, it's basically on the back side you've got a little hole, all the wires stick out of it. That's just how it is. If you've got cables that you can't use, you have cables you can't use. I am going to add this. I can get it directly from iBuyPower. Ooh. So with all the parts I have right now, if I were to buy all these parts right here and now, it would cost me about just under $1,200. Now, I don't have to worry too much in regards to my operating system because I've got Windows 11 with a retail key. Now, there are different types of Windows product keys. There are retail keys which you can use, so like where you can buy them from a store straight up, and they can be used on pretty much anything. And then there's what's called OEM, Original Equipment Manufacturer. And the difference is, even if you buy OEM somewhere, like a store or whatever, essentially what will happen is when you activate, so like let's say I bought all these parts, I put it all together, and I installed Windows onto it with an OEM key. That's it. I can use that key on this configuration right here, and that's it. But let's say down the road, I upgrade the motherboard to something else, put a new board in it, still works with all the other parts, but as soon as I boot into Windows is going to be like, hey, your product key is deactivated because this is a different configuration. That's OEM, Original Equipment Manufacturer. You activate it for that setup, that configuration. After that, you can't use it for anything else. Retail, you can install it and activate it, and then let's say the same thing. Let's take that same situation. Let's say I replace the motherboard. I can still use that. I can still use that key because retail doesn't give a damn. You bought that key, you get to use it on whatever configuration you've got, even if you change it. So that's why I recommend, unless it's absolutely necessary, folks, make sure that if you have to buy a Windows license, get a retail key. So here is the final list. It's estimating the wattage at 470, but I like to make sure that I've got plenty to spare just in case, because that's the estimated wattage. So I'm going to save this because this is something I am going to slowly but surely pursue. So I'm going to call it Arctic Husky. That's going to be the project name here. So this is just the basic stuff so far. Because remember, some of this I'm going to pull out of my existing machine. So, but if I can get the case, where's the case? So I can get the case, I'll slap the motherboard in it, the CPU, the cooler. There's the RAM. I've got the hard drive. 32 gig of RAM is plenty for me right now because that's what I'm running total right now. Let's see. And don't get me wrong, 8th gen Intel Core i5, it clocks, its base clock speed is 2.81 gigahertz, which is not terrible. It's just this is an older CPU, and it's really struggling to handle things. So, yeah, and these are all my previous builds. The machine I'm on right now was originally built from my Alien Aurora R4 rebuild. I called it Project Genesis because Star Trek, of course. I'll I'll agree to your terms if you hand over to me all data and materials regarding the project called Genesis. Genesis, what's that? Okay, so anyway, so now I'll probably be able to get a hold of the CPU cooler, the motherboard. The case I can definitely get a hold of. I'll be getting a hold of that probably within the next month. Because I'm going to start setting aside, getting this stuff a little at a time. So I can build this thing and make this so that I can I can stream without lag for you guys again. I'm not overly thrilled with the idea of being unable to stream reliably for you guys. Trust me. I want to be able to have plenty of processing power to spare both in the CPU and the GPU. So we're going to get this all straightened out. I promise. Genesis, what's that? Don't insult my intelligence, Kirk. This is my backup account. Who the hell are you? Genesis, what's that? But anyways, so yeah. I mean, I've got a new follower tonight, so I'm content with that. So, and thank you again to our new follower. I apologize if I butchered your name earlier. 'Twas not my intent to butcher. Genesis, what's that? Sorry, I am. No. So I had a notification pop up about somebody I follow on one of the social media platforms, but anyway. So I've got a decent idea of how I'm going to handle this. So I'm going to start with the case first. What the hell am I hearing? Unless my fiance is watching something in the other room. Though, if I can manage it, I might get the case and the CPU cooler. Just so that I've got it. Because that'd be... Shoot. Let me find out. That's what? 52.9 plus 89, 99. That is 142.38. So if I have, hopefully next month, if I have a spare 150, I can probably get a hold of 2 of the parts out of the 8. So I'll have literally 25% of what I would need on this list right off the bat. But no promises. But it's just time for me to do something, because I can't just sit here and go, Now, I'm going to start with a single stick of the 32 gig. Wait, is this? You're kidding. Hold on. If it's on Amazon, maybe. I might have to look at DDR5 S56. Oh boy. Well, I guess, as I said before, if I have to go with black colored parts, it's not the end of the world. I just don't want I don't want it to look like clash and look like complete crap. So, granted, I'm not overly thrilled with what I'm seeing here. Ships from and sold by this group. Me no likey. Let me look at this one. Yeah. I generally, when I shop from Amazon, I generally like to go with parts that are sold by, or ships for, or sold by, well, it doesn't matter who it's sold by, but I prefer parts that ship from Amazon. So, I might have to look at other options for RAM, but still. Anyway, I am getting to the point where I am getting tired. Oh, that's kind of cool. Whoa, heads up. I need to save. Sorry, I was looking at something else there. Don't forget, guys, while I'm thinking of it, advanced.gg is your place to go for excellent drink mixes and supplements. Not only that, but they also have things like gummies, drink cups and shakers and stuff. Right now at advanced.gg, any purchase you make, if you use the code CRAZERCAP at checkout, you will get 10% off of your purchase. Once again, that is code CRAZERCAP, all caps, and you will get 10% off your purchase. I highly recommend the Advanced GG Hydration flavor for lemonade. Lemonade. That cool, refreshing drink. Yes, I just made an Eddie Murphy joke there. But I highly recommend that because it is absolutely great. I just got my new shipment of it the other day, and I've been enjoying it very much. Way more than the peach mango I had last time. I'm not saying peach mango was terrible. It's just not a flavor I'm used to. So, anyway. Excuse me. All right, give me a second here. I can't believe I actually got that right the first time. All right. Sorry, I'm pulling something up here. Anywho. Anyway. All right, I think I'm going to get ready to roll out here for the night. So, anyways, but I appreciate everybody who came out and joined the fun tonight. Shout out to our most recent follower, Jarell GBRL Trini. I'm sorry. I'm the kind of person I try my best to pronounce people's names, but I'm not perfect. So anyway, but I am going to go ahead and call it a night. I may so I try so I've been on kind of an unofficial. I'm not really on a schedule just yet, but I'm going to work myself back onto one. So just hang tight. It'll probably be something similar to what I used to do on Twitch, where it's like maybe, you know, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, something like that. But I'm still working on stuff, trying to get things figured out on how I'm going to handle things. I'll in the meantime, you can follow me on all the socials. I'm pretty much can be found on everywhere at CrazerCap, with the exception of TikTok is CrazerCap Gaming. That's the only exception. And the only reason I have a TikTok is to post my game clips. I don't really do anything else on there. I'm sorry. So if anybody comes messaging me saying, "Hey, you should do this new TikTok challenge or whatever," yeah, forget it. So I'm even on Discord under the name CrazerCap. I've got a server I'm working on. Well, I've had it for a long time. I'm just trying to get it fixed up and current. So, but hang tight. We're gonna get this all figured out, so I'm back to where I should be. No more Twitch. I'm done with them. I've had enough of the crap. So, okay, guys. With that being said, and hey, you never know. Actually, before I go, I'm going to take a look at something here. Let's do this. I don't know who this is. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, this person just messages me out of the blue. This is what I was looking at earlier. It says, "This is my backup account." I'm like, okay. Mutual server being Square Enix. I generally don't. I generally try not to accept messages from people like that, but anyway. Let me take a look here real quick because I want to see what the plans are for the. This week's details for the Super Mario Brothers 35 tournament. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. And it is a night stream. So here you go, everybody. There's the details of our night stream. So you know what? I will be live tomorrow on YouTube. I will be live tomorrow because I want to participate in this. And it looks like it's our good friend Happy Time Harry. Huzzah! Happy Time Harry is hosting. So we've got, so I guess in order to understand, so, okay, I hit pause. Thank you. So here's the thing. You're probably sitting here wondering, okay, what's going on? Wait, hold on. Ta-da. Okay, there. I don't know why that keeps happening. Anyway, so yes, you are seeing this right. This is Super Mario Brothers 35. For those of you who might remember, about 5 years ago, Nintendo decided to celebrate 35 years of the original Super Mario Brothers with all kinds of different game releases, or remasters, and things like that. And they also came out with Super Mario Bros. 35, which is the original Super Mario Brothers, but turned into a 35-person battle royale. Basically, you jump into a game, there's a shitload of people that you play against, up to 34 people. Any enemies you take out get sent to other people's games. Any enemies they take out might get sent to yours. There's different ways you can target people with that. The person who lasts the longest wins. That's pretty much what it was. But it was only a limited time. So some of you might remember that. So you're probably sitting there going, "Well, wait a minute, Crazer. What are you talking about? Super Mario 35 is gone." It is. But sometime after it was shut down, a group of people decided that this game was way too much fun. to just let Nintendo send it away. So they created their own little private thing, calling it the Super Mario Bros. 35 Continued Interest Server. And every weekend on Saturdays, they generally will have like a little tournament where most of the time, well, I'll tell you what, there's actually a video that goes along with this. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a taste of what you'll be in for tomorrow night. Check this out.
Tournament now starts. Mario Madness takes the reins. Enemies sent to others' games. Players shout their battle cries. This weekend's ours, no compromise. No compromise.
Welcome to the SMB35 weekly tournament. Before getting started, we first need to cover how the tournament works. Each tournament consists of 5 rounds. In each round, the top 5 people who last the longest will get points towards the tournament leaderboard. First place will receive 10 points, second place will receive 8 points, third place will receive 6 points, fourth place will receive 4 points, and fifth place will receive 2 points. The player or players in the event of a tie that have the most points after 5 rounds will be declared the winner. This tournament is for fun. No prizes are involved. All skill levels are welcome. Since technology is not perfect, there may be times where the game will experience a comm error. Should that happen, the players will reboot their game sessions, and the host will restart the round. During each round, should Crazer be eliminated, he will continue to spectate the other players. When the game timer turns red and speed up, you will hear the following sound. When the round reaches 5 players or less remaining, you will hear this sound. When the tournament is over, some players may decide to stick around and do 1 or 2 bonus rounds for the fun of it. If you wish to participate, simply stick around after the tournament is over. While there will be weeks when Crazer will be hosting the tournament, during weeks when he isn't, we ask that you be polite and also follow along on the stream for that week's host in order to get any updates that may come up. For more details on how you can participate in this tournament, simply type !SMB35 in the chat. This concludes your orientation. Good luck in the tournament.
So that's the basic premise. That's the basic premise of how the tournament works. You have 5 rounds, and people will join in, and the top 5 people every round will get points towards the leaderboard, and at the end, whoever has the most points is declared the winner. Now, there's no prizes involved. It's mainly just for fun, shits and giggles, but trust me, it's a lot of fun regardless, even if you're not actually competing in anything. So, Happy Time Harry, our good friend who's still over at Twitch, he's the one that's going to be hosting this week. Looks like right now we've got round 1 is going to be called Fenced In. Round 2 is Thick Castles. I'm going to guess it's a castle round, obviously. Player Choice, round 3, so you can do whatever. You can hit Y, you can select whatever you want. Round 4 is called Mushroom Kingdom Odyssey. Not sure what that's going to really entail. And round 5 is RTA randomizer. So whenever you hear during anything Mario 35 related on this server, if you hear RTA, it's basically the original Super Mario Brothers in order 1-1 to 8-4. But in this case, it's that, but everything's randomized. You don't get to choose your own levels or whatever, so you don't have 1-1, then 2-1, then 1-1, then 4-3, then 2-3, and it's literally like you don't get repeats. That's basically it. They have an RTA challenge where it basically gives you in order 1-1 to 8-4, the original game, but they've jacked it up. So essentially what will happen is with an RTA game, you basically will start at 1-1, and if you have to get as many human players in there as you possibly can, because any open spots when RTA is activated is instantly filled with immortal bots that will never die and will not be susceptible to a timeout. And what will happen is, so like if you're the only human player, you've got 34 bots that as soon as you take out an enemy, it's going to send 34 copies of that enemy right back at you, because the bots are granted complete and total immortality. They've got star power at all times, so anything that's sent to them just gets immediately dropped onto them. It gets killed and it gets sent right back to your game. So like, let's say I go through, let's say I get all the way to round 2-2, the water level, without killing anything, but then I randomly kill a fish. Guess what? I'm going to get a crap load of fish. So that's and the goal is to make it to the all the way to 4-4 and beat it. So anyway, but that's basically what we're looking at here for tomorrow night. So I will be participating. Okay, looks like Happy Time Harry posted. So fenced in is 2-1, 5-2, 3-2. Basically any levels that might have a little fence in it. Thick castles, player choice, 1-1, 3-2, 6-4, 2-3. Yeah, I mean, a lot of time they've got so they do have a server for it. I don't have the link for it, unfortunately, so you can go to smb35server.com for on their website. I think it's deep somewhere in there. That's how I found it. But anyway, oh goodness, I might have to. Sorry, I'm trying to shake it off. Anyway. Anyways, but we will go live tomorrow. I generally like to go live at least an hour ahead of time so that before the tournament actually starts, so that we get a chance to go in and warm up. So it says here 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm Central Time, so that's 8 p.m. my time. I'll probably be live 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish tomorrow. So I'll also go posting on social media about all this. Yep, so I'll just do it like that. Okay, makes it easy. So we will be live tomorrow for Mario Tournament. goddamn electric car, Bruce. Sorry. Toei Animation posted on one of their social medias. There's Powering Up, and then there's Future Trunks. Wait for it. And it's that one from Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, where Goku's already powered up, Gohan powers up, and then Trunks lands. He's wearing his jacket. He powers up, and the jacket just shreds right off of him. Oh, that's just terrible. Anyway. So, but yeah, that's going to be tomorrow. We're going to go live 6:30, 7 o'clock-ish. I will post details here, probably yet tonight even. So be ready for that. And I will try to do my best at helping keep tabs on... Okay, this site is really starting to tick me off. Bro, play the song. I hit the play. Really? Ay, ay, ay. Seriously? It's totally friggin' screwed up now. Why? There it was. That's what we were looking for. There we go. Well, I don't know what the heck just happened there, but okay. Anywho. So that's going to be what we're doing tomorrow night. So, yep. Don't forget, guys. Crap, what was I going to do? Anyway, yeah, just check back here tomorrow right on this channel. We're going to do some Mario 35 tournaments. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, yeah. Oh, and by the way, I do have a Throne.com wish list. Throne.com/CrazyCapOfficial. I'm considering putting some of that... Anyways, so... But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it a night instead of blithering on in front of y'all. You guys are probably getting tired depending on where you're at in the world. You probably want to go to bed. So, thank you all for joining me. This is only my first of many permanent streams on here permanently. So, hold on tight, folks. We're gonna go somewhere. Hopefully, we're gonna go far on YouTube. Crazer out.